She's fine though. We're good. Like I said, my mom's been out of town for a while now, but she's coming back tomorrow, so that'll be nice not having to stream and also keep looking over my shoulder and make sure they're okay. Alright, let's see. It's locked. The answer's gotta be around here somewhere. Maybe the telephone booth? Have you seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be blinky keypad? Friends Nude Rug Store. I mean, Underground Secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground Secrets. Sounds like that did something. Now what? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely found it. Do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each of these has something written on them. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. It always says if you can only trust a miner up to the point where they hit gold. And only has that wisdom applied. Oh, not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Alright, what's this next one? Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff? Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. What's this last one? Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse! That's the sus one. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. This suit has a broken mask. Have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their suit. If it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed. Let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rolo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
I would not trust him. Sorry. Eeny, meeny, miny. Rolo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide! Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down there. Just get back. It is Nun Creed. Shit. 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 Awesome! You all need to come with me. Now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nun Creed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends. Back before. Wait, I'm not weirded out that they were friends, but this is the same dude who was like trying to get with my grandmother. This is a tricky relationship to tiptoe around. Oh my god, she's so cute back there passed out. Oh my god. Anyways.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality. Complications. Life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Total sidekick.
Nun Creed let out a growl of a sigh.
And you didn't know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. Okay. Why fucking say that? I'm his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nun Creed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
Why is he laughing? What? You really don't know. My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nun Creed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions. Big, man.
Nun Creed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now. She is in danger. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain? But why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
That's where the source is, Becco. She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze in... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. Wait, so that other scenario where we got frozen over, that was my grandma's doing? By accident? You want me to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Alright, head west and don't look back. That did not go how I expected. So... we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. You good? Yep. I love this town.
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distances
in the popcorn. I know, right? This is getting juicy.
Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view.
That's what that little thing is?
A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was
The little manhole is the end of the tube? Pop, pop, juice. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. Where did it all go? Is he still talking about his fluids? Oh! This place sucks. Why would anyone want to blow something up out here? Only way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Yeah, so this is the Beacon Pines sign. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear up the snow. This is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of the town. I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an extraterrestrial. Rollo. Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through the metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pines citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. See, we know this from another alternate reality that they are correct when they say that this is like there are two versions of town and one is a replica. But obviously they don't really know that for sure.
To the frozen town square,
it's my grandma.
Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Uh-oh. So this is the OG town? Yes. Basically.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after.
Yeah, apparently there was like some accident in town and then they had to put all the citizens into a hotel for a few like weeks. And I'm assuming when that was happening, that's when they got dropped off to the new town. That's how they pulled off this switcheroo. The mayor organized some sort of, like, hotel sweep.
Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Grandma! Wait, isn't she dead? Wasn't that another alternate reality where she died like months ago? Whatever. Well, everything will hopefully come to light later. Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh. It wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Your cat is attacking your feet? Rude! Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave. Right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Back held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer.
I love you know how you can like shake your cat and then they bite your hand like this? I love it, but I heard so much that I can't play with her like that too often. But it's so fun.
Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Uh-oh, I have to decide. I have to decide.
Memories. Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Oh no. What do I go with here? Should I weep or should I hum? Hum? Okay. I'm assuming we can do like, Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. You know, like, why can't we all just get along? Let's see if humming is the right thing to do.
And in the stillness, he began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night,
Hallelujah.
his bed and hum a gentle melody.
Hallelujah.
It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that,
Oh, that's so sweet.
could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Zoom 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 zoom. Here's the thing. Started off friends. It was cool, but it was no pretend. Yeah, yeah.
Gran lowered the torch.
Since you've been gone, I don't know why I'm thinking of Since You've Been Gone from Pitch Perfect.
As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out.
Oh my god, that worked!
A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself.
Is she gonna die?
Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note. Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
Oh my god, this is so sad. How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo? That's my mother? The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees.
I'm actually shocked. What? That's my mom?
Something about her was undeniably his mother. Only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. Mom!
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother.
A pull. Oh my god, that emote. I forgot if I added that.
They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would have never abandoned my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you may have pieced it together by now. You were exposed? I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? Wait, exposed? So, okay, my guess before we move forward is she fell into the toxic waste, and that I guess sped up her aging a little bit. That's probably also why she wears this like big heavy gown. There's probably like some deformities underneath it, because the last person who fell into some toxic waste developed like severe deformities. But I don't know. I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. There are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. What do we know? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. Alright, let's just like buy a bus ticket or something. Like, who gives a fuck? I'm sorry. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the first time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there is a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. I do like a party. But like the virtual kind, where there's like penguins. Specifically in an igloo. You don't understand. He always wins.
Chapter 9.
Do we expect that there are 10 chapters?
The devil you know. 7 months ago.
7 months ago? Okay, so this is before my mom went missing?
Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest. She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering.
That was something from the beginning of the game.
No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door bust open with mechanical efficiency.
Okay, mother.
She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It was explained earlier, but I forget.
There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
She went into a pod? I guess maybe that was like an aging pod. Oh my god, we're back to the speech. I gotta put on the voice. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. How did we get from the snow to here? I don't know. But let's just keep going. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? This man is a liar! Excuse me? I will not. This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave the town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated... Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you. You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You snuggling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Uh-oh. Oh, they're good. Oh my god. Oh my god, my dog looks dead over there in the chair. Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have the whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I am Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Well, aren't you as sneaky as the Dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this disruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she needs. She's not the one who's disturbed. You two-timing clown. You all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Solomon is slow clapping? What is going on? That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's.
Yes, sir. Take them away. No, I want them to see this. The ever-tempestuous Eleanor Van Horn. You've been quite the thorn in my side. Wait. So, if Eleanor got aged up, is that someone aged down? Like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. I was thinking the same thing. I think we're onto something. Do you think this is, what's their name? The mayor? Sharper or something? Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party. But alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter. Your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr? Yes, sir? It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for that rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. You have done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you are most gracious.
Gasps rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
Is he gonna grow up?
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd. This is a story about change.
What? No! Ew, he's creepy! Oh, you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. I don't like those sounds. Same floofy. Last stream, when I started this game, I had to take out one headphone because I was getting overstimulated by the noises from the dialogue, like the grunts and stuff. So I 100% understand. This is quite the improvement. He looks like a villain! He does. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. This festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Ha! Wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
Sharper, you malicious bastard. Malice, I like it. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance, Mr. Kerr?
Kerr gave a subtle nod to the clipboards.
You coward! Does anyone else have something to contribute?
Helpless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. You all truly believe you could be free of me? A town of complete and utter fools. Why is he so fucking rude? You people should be celebrating my return. You clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. I'm not saying that. I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can have. The opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. To say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. Silence, Augustus. An adult is speaking. I don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Eris, you fail me with an admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. I've been wasting my time, dear. What have you accomplished? I was focusing on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? The children look older than the dad? Yeah. You know, he definitely turned back, like... he went down a few years just so he would come back a little bit younger, you know? Like, he took the potion at 50, but let's just say he didn't come back 50 years old. But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Fountain of Youth. Yeah. There he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. The people deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter. Cheer up. You are about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor, desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Oh, he's an actual actor! In another part, he talks about, like, how, like, this is a scene, and he's, like, the main character or whatever. I thought that was just, like, him speaking. So that's pretty neat. That it actually, like, circles back to something from his history. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again. I am willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Oh my god, my favorite character. Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of Perennial Harvest? Huh. You give your parents a haul? Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's a bat. Isn't it so cute? They're a reporter. I showed my dad, basically a haul. They're fascinated by the cup? Oh. Do you regret the cup? I don't think you should. I think it's really cute. Oh my god, my nose is itchy, sorry. Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition...
They're generally shocked that it's a cup shaped like a guitar. Oh my god. Wait till they hear about popcorn buckets. I love the cup. I'm excited to put it on my bookshelf. That's so cute. I put one of the pins, one of the Stranger Things pins on my backpack. I think it was the Hellfire Club one. Very cute. I don't know what I'm doing with the Hello Kitty one yet. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned
Mr.
it.
Kerr flourished
Oh, bow.
a preposterously elaborate bow.
What do you mean he invented him? Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire at your service. Oh. I agree. Did you see the E.T. one too? It was so cute. It's like Hello Kitty on a bike in the sky, and it's one of those like ones that you can shake and like there's stars in it. It was so cute, but it was like $14, and the Back to the Future was $9. And I do love Back to the Future. Founder, I just want to thank you for this opportunity. It was truly the role of a lifetime. So this Bill Kerr was a Pat C this whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? The pins that move are always more expensive. Yeah. Understandable, but ouch! That's the delicious part. Here. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. That choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. The young hero. I've kept a keen eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plan. What a pity. If things would have gone a bit differently, you might have had your moment of triumph. That's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I get... Oh my god, Becca, I bought something else. I just remembered. I don't know why I did this, but I'm also not ashamed. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think it's because I didn't buy a lot of things when I went to, you know, Universal with you guys. So I ended up just buying a few more things at home. Let me find it. So, you know, I got the two The Last of Us cups, right? Let me try to find. So I figured, oh, maybe I'll get like a set, you know, maybe two isn't enough. So I was looking, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just get like two more Last of Us cups. Like, I don't really know what I want to do. What I ended up doing is it this one? I got these cups. They're the same size, and there's like a classic Back to the Future one and an ET one. Aren't they cute? And they're $10. So I figured, oh, now I'll have a complete like set of 4 cups, which will be great when I move into my apartment. Very cute. I wish I could like zoom in a little bit, but I'm sure you can see it. Very cute little ET. You have stuff in your cart? Oh my god, do it. My stuff came in like a day, but also I live like 30 minutes away from the park, so they probably just shipped it from the park. But yeah, those came in. Alright, anyways. I'm regretting not getting the blanket. Oh, okay. Listen, you saved up the money. If you want to spend it, spend it. I'm with you. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought, but well worth it. Huh.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
I think I want to get new not blanket. I read your message while speaking. I was thinking of getting new glasses. I did buy some clothes too. But now I want glasses. I don't know. I have to decide. Enough chit chat. Let's get to work, shall we?
And so
you want to get new glasses too?
Making the town in his own image.
Do you know what you want? I mean, you saw the ones I was wearing. Mine are like just like a simple like black frame. I was thinking of going clear. Zero clue. Understood. Understand. Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. Oh, so I lost?
The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous. A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all.
I don't like that.
Gifts that became more.
I don't know, expose him, and then I want to have him like.
Winters grew longer.
We shove him into his time machine, and then we make him like shriveled. That's what I want.
The end. This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing.
Yeah, let's kick his ass.
Let's see.
Alright, let's see what we got. We can go here. Or we could go here. I think we should go here. Basically, this is when Mr. What is his name? Nunchuck? I don't know. Basically, it's when he like gets sus that we are catching on to what's going on, and he locks us in a phone booth. Nuncreed, duh. There was malice lurking behind those eyes, not shame.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes, like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncreed's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I don't know why. But I want new glasses and I also want a haircut, but I'll probably do the haircut myself if I still want it in a little while. I don't know, I've been feeling more masculine lately and I want my physical looks to reflect that a little bit. But that's a big decision, so I have to think about it more. Of course, I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rolo at the treehouse.
Luca twisted free of Nuncreed's grasp.
Of course. Luca, you know, your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. I've decided I'm probably going to be doing my hair at home from now on. Going to a salon is so expensive. Yeah. Like years ago, I used to go to like the cheap places, like the. Oh my god, it's him. I used to go to like the cheap places, like Supercuts or Great Clips or whatever they're called. But obviously, like I have a unique hair, so most of the time that they cut it, I hated it. And the way they would style it is awful. So then I ended up going to do I have any ideas? Yeah. Let me see if I can show this photo. I went to, I don't know if it was a black owned business or if it was like some sort of Hispanic, like Dominican maybe. But they cut it well. They cut it well. I enjoyed my time there, and then I started to develop like bad dandruff. So I didn't go to a salon for years because I was so embarrassed. Now I just cut my own hair, but I haven't had dandruff in a while. Thankfully, yeah, that's a word. Yeah, I just cut my own hair. I was thinking like something like something like kind of like an afro, but a little bit longer. I don't know if you know. This girl's a streamer. I like her hair. Isn't that cute? I think I want something like that, but also I could not cut that myself. You know what I mean? Like I could try, but I have no experience. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I have to think about it more. But yeah, I really like it too. It's very cute. This is the guy. This is the guy, but before he, grows back into an old man. The festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree, this is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad. It's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It would be a shame if someone
scurried off, eagerly formulating.
Okay, let's go. Identify yourself, please. That's Beck's mom. Nellie Modwell. I work here now. I'm unable to locate you on our staff roll. The footsteps are sending me. I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Hold, please. Clearance authorized. Thank you. Our harvest awaits. Wait, what's my objective? Treehouse. Okay. Rolo?
He aired a long holler into the woods.
Do you think that hair would be cute on me? I think I'm kind of over this length that I have. Wherever you are, I hope you're okay.
Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace. Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse.
Okay, the one thing about this game I don't really understand. I think it would look good. Okay. I'm thinking about it. I was gonna say these dream sequences are really confusing. Other than that, it's really fun.
This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Lucas stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket.
Slid it into his pocket. What? He put an ember in his pocket?
The voice of his father spoke behind him. You made me proud, Buckaroo. Luca turned to face him. Dad, what is this place? A warm grin grew across his father's face. A place where everything that has been and everything that could be.
And I've been wearing the green bracelet Lauren made me. Very cute. I love it.
Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail.
Aww.
Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward.
Oh my god, I forgot about the storyline. Apparently there's an older version of myself, too, who works for the bad people.
That's up to you. Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real? Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. Of course. I'm as real.
What a plot twist. I know.
This is me.
But I guess these are like dreams, so I don't know if that's like a real thing that's happening or not. I don't know.
Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. And you? The doppelganger choked back tears. I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone. Does that make sense?
No.
Through his tears, Luca laughed. I think so.
Oh, okay.
His father pulled him in for an embrace. Time to go, Buckaroo. Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor.
I don't like that. Are you in there?
A commanding voice. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open.
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Chapter 5. Dangers big and small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Roxy? Or is that Rolo? Stop right there. Or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Rollo found his way into the time machine and he made himself a little bit older? Whoa, 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 take it easy. You need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Huh? Well, were you here when that the creepy dog mirror was talking at the podium? Basically, he has like this time machine. He has this time machine, and before that speech, he was a little puppy, and he took like a vial, and then he grew up to be his regular dog self. And my grandma is actually my mom, who also stumbled into the time machine and got older. And when I guess Rollo was captured, he stumbled into the time machine, and now he's older. The last few bits of it, okay. I know it's a little confusing if you're not here for the whole time, like especially because you like go back. So there's like so many like different alternate realities and such. It's a little complicated. Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it really is you, prove it. Flaming chicken coop, Luca.
Luca's jaw dropped. He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. Where did they take you? Don't know, they threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big, look. Dude, it's your whole body!
Presented his hands to Luca.
He doesn't know it, like, he grew up. Pretty sweet, right? It wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower, but beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. My feet, too? Dang, Pa just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
Balcony window? Who has that? What the?
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo! What did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. You smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? I don't know who did this to you, but we're gonna fix it. Fix it. This is awesome. Woke up like this? Alright, Beyonce. I'm just glad you're safe now. You don't need to worry about me. I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. I thought you just said they had a bag over your head. We may finally have a lead to what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger, huh?
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. Hey, fellas, what's up? Beck, why do you look like that? You have blue hair? And you have a hat on?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Oh, is this the reality where we pushed her into the acid emo phase? We pushed her into the acid and her hair got white. Maybe she dyed it because she was embarrassed it was white. I don't remember. There's so many, like, realities. Emo phase. Yes. Who the heck are you? This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? This is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. What the heck does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry. You're the one who just showed up here out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean silly little mission control. I hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. This is why we need to improve security around here. Not now. You said something bizarre happened? Yeah, but
She shot a nervous glance at Rollo.
anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all around, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
It all started when I made it back home. My first order of business was to try to salvage my hair. Okay, I think so. This is the one where her hair got into the goo and it turned white. I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay. Just need to play it cool. And hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Come over here and let me have a look. What in the world did you do to your hair? I just kind of felt like a change. This is going to take forever to grow out. You're the one who said change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. I guess I took your lesson to heart.
Ivana tried to put on a smile.
Before I forget, I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. Beck! He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You're not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough for her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. Oh no, she's turning emo! You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We were in the mountains. You'll get used to it. I can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. She really is emo. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey. That doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. And if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more...
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it. I actually kind of like this look. Great, can we get back to the story now? The next part is the important bit. I have this radio I upgraded with my mom, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on the new lead researcher of deep engineering? Does this mean... I'm not gonna say anything because it's gonna get complicated, so I just need to, like, see what happens. Nellie Modwell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith that she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. Don't they know they should protect their private conversations? I know! It's like, Stranger Things. When they find the Russian, code. I was a kid finding your station, yeah. I will make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. You know how I feel about loose ends. Basically, the thing that I was, like, about to say, I was like, does this mean, like, Nellie, like, Beck's mom is going to die? Because in the beginning of the game, we found a body, and their name tag said Deep Engineering on it. We need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects in the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the endgame, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, I can't afford to take any risks. Of course, sir. No loose ends, sir. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. If I might suggest, maybe we should delay, just for a bit. Oh? It's just, we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline, and rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. I see. Please understand that I just want what's best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all you've done for me. I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You are only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Luca gave Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is the founder? I was hoping you guys would know. As far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounds scared of the founder guy. Ooh, I want to tell them who the founder is, because we know from the other storyline, but I guess we'll see them figure it out. We have an even topper banana on the field. What the hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone she respected. Do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Oh, I thought it was Beck's mom. Okay, I guess not. That's good. It seems like Nellie's predecessor got loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't she just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were just going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we gotta go in and get her.
Beck flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help? You have blueprints? That's really just a welcome map for my mom's PH orientation day. But it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Here's the reception area. There's a big office marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline, we have an objective, we have blueprints. You realize what this is, right?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
A mission! Oh, I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist.
Chapter 6. The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map. formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat. A modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door,
Big baby on the bed.
This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day.
I want to do a heist. What the heck? No, I don't. But like a virtual heist, you know? Alright, quick recap. You're gonna talk to Roxy cordially. Without her in fits, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your new
vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure
circumstance? She'll be so happy I'm alive, she won't even notice.
Beck snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, we're all in, the plan will make sense. God. Why'd she say like her own mom's name like that? Okay. That leaves me with Jeff, then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
They each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and...
Well, Godspeed. Okay. Let's go do it. Let's go this way. I think Jeff's gonna be over here. There you are.
Hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Hey, Jeff. What can I do for you? I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest. Hate's a strong word. I mean, I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So we're gonna break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see, I knew you kids were alright. Great, so you help?
Joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Oh. Shit? How do I convince this guy? Shit or fight? Shit. Shit! Yeah, it's all shit. I still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit? Hee. No!
What was it? He shouted out.
Fight. Oh my god. Junk.
Jeff's brow. Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
I didn't mean to press that, but I guess that worked. Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not afraid.
Jeff's scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
One good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise? I've got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. That ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gobs should cover it.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Damn, imagine calling someone's hand dusty. I would pass out. Okay. Now we need to get Iggy. I don't know where they are. Let me go check over here. I don't know where they're gonna be. Oh my god, my favorite character! You ever wonder why an agricultural company employs an army of survey takers? The clipboards? They say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us happy? An important distinction. So true. Oh, I need to find the little fuckers. I don't really know where they are.
The road leading to a sort of...
Damn. Where the hell could they be? That's my dad. Okay, anyways, I don't freaking know where to go. I guess I didn't go over here. This way, I meant this way. Way over here. Oh my god, there you guys are. Jesus. Oh my god, this is before their, like, hero arc, so they're still a bully bitch. Hey Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
Gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong, but lately life has been kind of strange, you know?
Considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we break our hostilities? At least for now. We do like breaking things, even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. You to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's.
My, Luca Van Horn. I'm impressed. And after all this done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. That's funny because in the other reality, he says he's always wanted to see the inside and be invited. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca was off.
Perfect. Did you hear that?
He gazed up at Tish with a smile.
She's gonna say, yup. He invited us to hang out at the
A
treehouse.
tear ran down Tish's cheek.
Never expected this day to come. How wonderful. Oh my god, before we invited her, all she would say is, yup. Yup.
Into the hive. A good heist requires preparation, and thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. "We are locked and loaded on my end." And Rollo, after a
Yeah, I
managed to persuade
am.
Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach perennial harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence. Rollo took
Oh my god, he's a
few vigorous
mustache.
breaths and shook out his arms.
Stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Oh, he's got handyman belt. That's good. Got your delivery here. Delivery? I don't have anything on my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept a
Rollo
secret.
sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this off the records. Damn, that was fucking easy. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Oh my god, I'm in! I've never been in here. Package here for the founder? Oh, I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form...
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain things to the founder while I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me. Our harvest awaits. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yep. And we got the fireworks. Suck on this perennial ham fest. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
Fumbled around in a fret.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on, just buzz me in. Okay, okay. Ha 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 ha! You! That was so close. Our harvest awaits? Hey, I figure when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck. In case she needs some muscle. Yeah! I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Alright. Let's go. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. That actually is odd. Well, this one has a doormat, so I'm gonna go this way. This one has a doormat, so I'm gonna go this way. Oh my god, I was right! I was right! Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you
A
okay?
fear of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I'm most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? Oh my god, he's such a freaking liar. He's pretending like he was captured. And that's why he's here. They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. Should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. Gotta get out of here. Can't just leave yet. But they'll catch us. I've gotta do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Oh my god, he is the Founder! He is the Founder! Founder, why are you looking for him? I'm not, I just need to get into the office. Now that you mention it. I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way.
I happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. So it is. It's pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Luca smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
And a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
How are you, my lady? How are you, my lady? If I were one of those friggin' NPCs on TikTok, that would be one of my sayings.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at a locked door marked 24,601. What you do to get us through? What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
Oh, Solomon is fuming. Fuming. How did you just guess that? What's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before? It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deduction are impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
I think this should do it. Bingo bango, doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down there? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. Let's see. The next door is 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Uh-oh. Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we've got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this
He
noise.
quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is. Go, go, go. Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. No water cups. Rollo. Rollo, are you okay? Rollo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're
With
trapped.
self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rollo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Oh, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Oh, they were distracting the... Oh, that's so smart. Nope. Make a break for it. Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there after them. I think that worked. Rocky and Fitz had them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. How long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh, honey, what did you do with your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the Young Chemist's lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I've had more of a growth spew. That's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars consistent with Tempest liquamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh, no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. What the hell is going on at this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under beacon pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest liquamine. God, I'm feeling the burn. Did I talk about how nasty my cup smells at the moment? Because I used a public fountain. But also it's new. It could be just because it's new. That's better. I just kind of wiped it on the inside of my shirt. I'll wash it after. But yeah, like, all this talking is draining. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time. But it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists. Yeah. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. What? How does that help you feed more people? I don't get it. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes someone of his reputation would never make. Oh, he did it on purpose! Did it on purpose so these would never make it out, right? So I fixed them, and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. It sounded like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. Yes, yes. I had considered that possibility. I sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott's dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard him talking about it on the radio. It's why we got you out of here. I just... like now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation, allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we have to hightail it. Luca, we've got Dr. Modwell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can just dig up some info. Oh my god, I have to snoop around his office? That's so funny. Even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Security system, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy is sure
Solomon
is boring.
Once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait, huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the caps.
Dang, this must be good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. You must have been in here recently. Damn, you're smoking when you're in that little pup body of yours? That's crazy. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
Quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon.
Oh, they're here.
He heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it. Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rolo? Before we start tossing blame around, it is possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me, I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. He's gonna let them in. Everyone else huddle up. Oops! I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Uh-oh. Reveal time, Dr. Modwell. A brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the prophetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Yes, now you've got it. Tempest Licomine, you discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Modwell, very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And yet... and the effects went a little too far for my tastes. Thank you, Skew. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. Bless up. Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the
This
hand.
is when he gets sexy, everyone knows. May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Rollo? Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. Look at the dog back there. Haley. Oh, she's so cute. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Yeah, I've got that one, and then I have the other one on my chair back there. Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca. Why is he giving it to me? Maybe I'll have a
Luca
taste.
tickled the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Luca, over here. Move another inch and I'll smash
She
it.
held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
How you doing? You have no plan. I'll smash it, I'll swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
She's so funny. He pursed his lips with... Oh, she read that. But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
Ah, massive headache? That sucks. You woke up to go to work? Or are you off? You're probably going to work, huh? Thought so, yeah. That makes sense. You're a smart girl, Beck. There's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there is only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily.
I got a bit, though. I'm just chilling. Right. Right. You usually go to work, like, past 1:30 my time, I think. So you have, what, like, at least an hour or so?
With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a... Okay, I'm not reading that. Hour and a half, gotcha. Maybe you should take something then. Are you going to? So you don't have to deal with the headache all night? We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded.
Wait, what?
Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Did I miss something? Why did she just hand it over to the bad guy? Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
Blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. Don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think all of this is the thanks of the effort of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be a part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
And then I had him murdered. Oh. But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Oh, he's starting the speech. Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Oh crap. Shit, okay, I'm locked in here with my best friend who aged like 20 years by drinking a juice. This girl I just met and her mom. No, this is the dream team. Can't believe Beck sold this out like that. I'm sure she had no other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. I also do be drinking juice. Me too! This was yesterday's, what's the word? Lick? Do people still say that? Remember when people would be like, devious lick? I had 2 of these yesterday. Listen, I bought these for my trip. I agree, Skew. I bought this for my trip. I bought a pack of 24 from BJ's. And I'm pretty sure I was the only person to drink them. So I had to bring like 20 of these mini bottles back home. But they're at home. I have them now. It's okay. You never heard of BJ's? Oh, it's like a Costco. That's an unfortunate name. Yeah, there's also a restaurant. So you can go eat at BJ's if you want. It's like Costco or what's the other one? Sam's Club? Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rolo. You just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost. Beck, why did you give them the bile? Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to. I know, it's just we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds... What? Time wounds all heals. Time seems like less of an issue for him now. There is something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in the false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
This would have been a reveal, but I already know this from another alternate reality. That grandma I have in the beginning of the game is my mom. But she took the juice and she aged up. Isn't that bizarre? She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. She got zooted off the juice? Yeah. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. Really? You needed to realize that? I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
Uh-oh.
Chapter 8. Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground.
Gran?
Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to
That's
his feet.
my mother.
She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo.
So she was successful at blowing up the town fountain? Because everyone was distracted at the festival, except us were locked in the office? There's so many storylines. I'm really trying to connect the dots here, but I think that's what's going on.
With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing.
So they're about to enter this room and free us?
She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Yeah, beat them up. Beat them up. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you, but I'm fine. What did they... There's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Oh no, he's about to get sexy.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
You've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
Uh-oh.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Wait, really? Did Beck sabotage the deuce while she had it and then gave it to him? That's why she gave it to him? I need to know.
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Yes? I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little... junk? Or change? Junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Ew, I know. Plus, like, he's like a puppy. Like, he's in like a young puppy's body. Like, why is he still smoking cigars? That sounds like a horrible idea. It's a bad habit anyways. Bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Hard to kick. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand.
What's he gonna look like? Ooh. Oh my god, did we just murder him? That's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air,
What?
began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
Rolo for real committed murder?
If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Do we change it? We can change it. Do we go change or malice? Change? Malice. Let's do change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Yeah, I popped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's it going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand.
Oh my god, he's a baby! But he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. Oh my god, look at his face! This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done. Oh my god. I was thinking... Look at his face, that motherfucker's still evil. I know, they need to pull, an Oswald Cobblepot and just, like, throw him in the river. I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for Father Young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Epilogue!
Beacon Pine's coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and...
Imagine having to raise your dad.
The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn.
I mean, for all the people who have emotionally unavailable fathers, we already do. Am I right? Am I right?
After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much.
I don't do kids, so nope. I know, right? I'd hate that. Throw them in the river.
They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism.
Oh, that's cute. But Rollo's still like
the dawn
30
of the
now,
first
right?
day of summer came again. Its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn.
Young boy?
His mind at peace.
Oh, I thought they meant...
He is here
I thought they meant
for a
Sharper.
reason.
Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day of mission control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Wait, is my grandma home? I mean, my mom? Oh, hey, Mom. Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me, I'll meet you there. Got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny, I only started making jams as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. And now I enjoy it. Hey, Roxy. I hear you and Rollo have big plans for that little treehouse. It started getting crowded after we revoked max capacity one Luca rule, so we decided to expand. At least we've got some help with that. How's the internship? Oh my god, they have a shop and you're interning? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture upstate. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. He had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. I'm really proud of that little punk. Wait, I wanna look around and see like what's changed. Look, they're all planting stuff. That's so cute. Oh my god. Slow and dirty. Okay. I better not dilly-dally. Oh, sorry. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. Still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean changes should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Cute. I don't give a fuck about the other characters. Oh my god! We have friends! Slow and Dirty is kind of wild. I know! Oh, hey, Ivy. I didn't know she was in the room, but I see her drinking from her water bowl. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine. Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge. Wait, where's Beck then? Lead the way. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, where's Beck if she's not in there? Let's go get Beck. Oh my god! Look at his face! Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon or Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Throw him in the river, I know! I would not take care of that frickin' dog. Baby thing. Ivy! Come here. I want to pet you, come here. Tempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Modwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time around. That is the objective, yes. All I can do is try and hope.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. That's crazy, like... like, I basically, like, turned her dad into an infant, and she's, like... my friend, somehow? Where the fuck are all the rabbits come from? Who are you guys?
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's wild ride.
Maybe.
Oh, he turned the secret layer of like transport tubes into a ride. Very cute. Beck, this is not your house. What are you doing here? I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. Never trust a bunny? To be fair, the dad was evil. Yeah. I just find it funny because, like, what if, fuck's my name? What if Luca, like, befriends Sharper, like, the little dog? Like, damn, like, not only did I, like, royally fuck up his life, but I also, like, am getting, like, a rich friend? That's crazy. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Naruto type shit. He sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. My mom prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It just wasn't them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you one. It should do okay in the cold of old beacon times and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. Oh, wait, that's so cute. Okay, so basically, if I had to explain what's going on. So this beautiful town that we're in is a replica. The real town is, like, frozen over, basically. Which means, like, my dad's grave has been, like, had no visitors this entire time because I've been going to the fake grave in the fake town. So I'm gonna go plant the tree on my dad's, like, real grave. That's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion or whatnot, the ride's on the house. You didn't... What? You didn't see her? She was at the house. She was at the house making jam. Sorry you missed the sexy... Oh, she's right here! She's right here!
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for.
I want some jam.
Honestly, I began to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along.
I did come along. You're welcome.
I don't know exactly how to thank you.
You're fine, babe.
It's hard to explain how much this means to me.
Don't worry.
It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending.
It doesn't have to.
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm speechless too.
Let's just watch the end together.
Always. Sheesh! Good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. Good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. Rolo really a grown-ass man? Yeah. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Have you ever stopped feeling like a cello? I'm here for you. I know. You don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me. We're a trio now. Yeah? Thanks. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh god. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you afraid you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like? Forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I knew he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. Oh, wait for you to assume your husband's favorite people in the world. Okay, that's a little narcissistic. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, Dad. Honestly, dumb hoe. Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up, so you won't have to be cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. You're right, why is Automata like sleeping right now? That's crazy. Big things. I pay them a whole sum of $0 a year, and they do this to me? It was like, what if you were saying that to me and they just let that go? Those beliefs were things that made you you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person. Honestly, you had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Something gonna happen, or do I have to press a button? Oh, something happened. Because is it gonna go out? Oh, it's close, it's close! Oh, I have to press it. Yeah, it's okay. Oh my god, that was such a fun game. It actually leaves Game Pass in like 2 days, so I'm very happy I was able to get this done before it left. You're so right, there was no Frog Detective. Clearly shit game. Is he still your photo on Twitter?